Hello and welcome to my kitchen video. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare a very simple meat lunch, and usually I prepare meat with veggies, but in this particular time I will do a trick to prepare meat with veggies that don't need the same amount of baking. So I have not learned this recipe from the internet or from a book. I have learned it through my experience, through multiple attempts and errors, and have definitely found out how to make the best of what I can make here. So in this first part, let me show you what I do with the meat and what I'm going to add next. Stay tuned. So we need some meat. It can be beef, it can be pork, it can be even turkey meat. Just make sure it is red meat. So this recipe doesn't go well with chicken meat, but everything that is red meat that goes longer in the oven is a good for this recipe. Then I use carrots because carrots have almost the same amount of time to spend in the oven, just like the meat. If I use potatoes, I will use them too, along with any other hard to prepare vegetable. Also, I love to add garlic to meat, so I will put it here. And to slightly shut down the taste of the garlic, I will use mint spice. And obviously salt is the main spice that I'm going to use. And I'm going to use my meat chopping board and my chopping knife. Oh, wait. I almost missed my favorite ingredient, and that is olive oil. So I will add just a dash of olive oil on the surface of a lovely pot that has the effect of a Dutch pot that typically bakes and boils up everything that I put in it very nicely. It has a nice glass cover that I usually cover the meals with, so they bake in their own sauce. So these bits still have bone marrow. It has bone marrow, so I will use this to cook it through and to use all the nice things that a bone marrow provides for us. And then I will chop few bits of meat for everyone. So today I will be doing, instead of baking the potatoes in here, I want to make this a spring pot, and I will use the meat, carrots, garlic and spring onion, and I will mash the potatoes on the side as a side dish when I serve it. So I will chop these. They should be this size, the bits of pork, and I will return the chunks with the bones for a next meal, because I want to boil the chunks with the bones so that I get all the best from the bone marrow from them. And here I have many chunks of meat on which I will add some salt, not too much, but then not too little, and some mint spice, just like that. There it is. And I will peel the carrots. I've washed them, dried them. Now I will peel them and chop them. I will just make sure that this comes all together nicely so that each piece of meat has some spice. My cat is interested in the meat. And I will just mash it all around to get everything nicely covered in the olive oil. So while this rests in the olive oil, I will keep on peeling the carrots. Okay, I will chop them in bigger bite size so that they equal the chops of meat. Would be even better in few weeks when I will also have spring garlic. But anyway, it is not bad with this garlic altogether. So now what I'm going to do is not chop them because they react with the metal of the knife, but just squish them like this so they will leave out all their juices. That's why I need a wide knife like this one. There. You see? I'll just squish them just like this, and all their juices will be out and about the pot, and it will all be juicy and yummy. Now I'm just gonna add some more salt to these ingredients and manually mix all these things up. So I will add this to the oven. This is the mixture. I will cover it now with a glass lid and add it to the oven and chop so many spring onions that once this is baked halfway, I will just cover it all the way up to the top with spring onion. And I will show you when I do that next. And here's my itsy bitsy spring onion. And there's some more of it. So I will clean all this and chop it all up in a way that it will feel that this is washed, thoroughly washed. And now it's going to be chopped and peeled nicely, mainly because I kept it in water overnight. So this layers may not be. So you see, I'm chopping it like very wide, because if I chop it all down too much, it may just be like too little for, and get lost and get too baked all around it. Anyway, this spring onion is one that I grew in my terrace. So I have one open terrace in this flat and one closed one, which has a window on one side, but we only use it as a terrace. So I have bought a big quantity of onions for the winter time, and as spring came, I realized that there will be at least 10 pieces of onion that is about to start to grow, and I am not ready to consume it. There was nothing I could cook at the moment with it, and that is when I decided to just put it in a pot with some soil in it and make sure that it will stay hydrated and grow nice. So 2 months after this happened, I get so much onions right here, and this is not even half of what I got. So there are still tons of onions in the pot. Do you sometimes cry when you chop onions? It happens to me very often if the onion is very spicy. So it's happening now. And this will come on top of what I prepared there. So I will now clean up the table and wait for an hour to pass. For the next lunch, I will just add these 2 bits of meat. I will add a lot of salt on it, some of the mint spice, but also some ginger spice, and I will leave them in the freezer like this and put them in a little bag. Tie them up together and leave them in the freezer for tomorrow. Now, here's my garlic waiting to top up my meal, and this is where I will put the meal on once it's out of the stove. So it has been 10 minutes already, and I will just put the alarm of the stove for 35 more minutes before I put that meat out. So once I put it out, it shouldn't be too dry, but if it gets too dry, I will add some oil or just a tiny cup of water, like 20-30 milliliters, and then add this thing. If it's not very dry and very baked, I will just add this and let its natural juices to flow through the flame. I will, you will see the result in a bit. There it is. I'm very sorry to record this in a moving, but this is the pot there. And you can see how nice it is. Ooh, nice and very hot. And I will just add all the onions just like this. Okay, one-handed. Make sure they're all around the pot, just like this. Not as full as I expected, but anyway enough for 2 grown-ups and 2 babies. Another dash of olive oil just for the flavor. Mix it once more all together. The garlic gives a very nice aroma. Now it's baked, and now I'm just gonna return the cap just like that and open the oven and return this back for finished touch of baking. And I will take the temperature down here and let it stay inside. So this is all off and this will go off in a bit, and this will stay inside until it's serving time, so it's nice and warm. See you in a bit.